Hey there, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Hello, crypto friends. How we doing out there? We are live. It is Sunday, all day long. You hear the ding? That means we are live. September 5th, we are looking here. I just want to give you a heads up. We did drop the magical mystic monkeys on OpenSea over the weekend to give you first shot at those NFTs. If you're interested, just didn't want you to get mad at me for not letting everybody know ahead of time. So they're up there. The link is over in the chat. Now let's have a look at the charts. We are looking at BTC.D up 7.70%, 0.70 I should say. So we're sitting right on that 50K mark, going sideways, which is good and healthy. We're laying down all this support up here. And a couple of touches, as you see, we came down to get that 26-day moving average, 1, 2, and we're just sitting right on top of the 12 now. So looking good and strong up here as we continue to go sideways. And as you know, when Bitcoin is going sideways, the alts takes turns running. So we're going to look at some of those as we get through the watch list. Let's move on over and get your support level is 49,713.52. And resistance at the 5505.04. For the Bitcoin, RSI is in good shape. Volume is a little light here as we start our day out here in the United States. Long weekend, so we anticipate a lot of movement, price action on these extended weekends. People tend to trade a lot on this side of the pond anyway. So let's move on to Ethereum, ETH.D. It's up 0.71% as well. It is doing consolidation station 2 as we start to get really tight. So we're sitting and ready for an explosion because we have quite a bit of consolidation up here. So we anticipate a move one direction or the other. Just watch for that volume to come in. RSI is in good shape. So we're holding right at the 3875.25. Support and resistance is at the 3964.33. Let's have a look at Cardano. That is ADA USD. One of our favorites here, as you know. Still, we have it marked over here. You see this vertical green line. That is when ADA smart contracts launch. They are on the test net as we speak. So all of the exchanges are testing the new upgraded version of Cardano. So let's see what we got for the charts. We are looking at support still holding strong. Actually can improve that just a little bit up to the 2.821, and resistance as we tighten up range wise at the 2.9129. So who's going to go first? Who do you think is going to blast off here? Well, let's have a look at the Doge. Doge hanging on to that 0.30, looking pretty good here. Lots of movement. We're 59 million Doge traded so far. And we're looking at support to hold at the 0.2973 and trying to get through. Lots of sellers up in this range at the 0.3062. And moving on to the PolkaDot, DOGE.D. PolkaDot had a really good run up here, so we're sitting pretty. And we're looking at support at the 32.693, and resistance is at the 34.074. Moving on to Binance Coin, that's BNB USD. Trying to bust through that $500 mark. It's sitting right on it. So a tightening range as well up here at the support level 490.694, and resistance at the $500 mark. RSI in good shape. Volume is starting to pick up just a wee bit, so keep an eye out for there. If we come down and touch this 100-day moving average like you see we got down there and grabbed it, bounced right off. We've done that numerous times. So that would be a good point of entry. This is not financial advice. Should we come down to retest that for a bounce? Moving on to SOL, USD, Solana. Extremely tight range up here, as we know. So we're looking at support at the 135.01. Pardon me. Thanks for reminding me. I'll adjust that microphone. And resistance tightening up tighter and tighter until we explode. 143.273. RSI in good shape. We've cooled down enough. So let's move on to Litecoin. Litecoin seeing some good price movement here over the past several days. It's up 7% for today. Poked its head up through that resistance level, and we stopped dead in our tracks at that 229.47. So watch out for that. And then we've got to get back up through a lot of traffic in this range. If we zoom out to the daily, you can see here we stuck around in there for quite some time. So that's where your resistance is coming from. So we'll pop back to the 4 hour and zoom back out so you can see very well, and support right there at the 215.41. RSI overbought, so keep that in mind. As we move on to Ethereum Classic, ETC/USD, the classy of classics. Resistance 72.560. Support up there. 70.638. Just want to point out, see this nice bounce off this 26-day moving average. Came down, tested that, had a go at it, and boom, goes the dynamite. So RSI in good shape. Still, we're getting close to the overbought here with ETC. Let's move on to MATIC, MATIC/USD. MATIC got all the way up here to 1.7488, sold back down, and we're looking for support to hold right here at 1.6672. Watch for that 12-day moving average or a touch on these others as they start, you see here from previous history. Moving on to ICP/USD. All the way up here in new altitudes of 79.972. So that $80 for ICP is getting close. And we're looking on a double bottom support 77.120. RSI overbought, so we need to chill up here. As we move on to AVAX, AVAX/USD. Very tight range as we ride these moving averages as they all start to accumulate. And we're looking at 48.08 resistance, 45.667 support. Moving on to Stellar, XLM/USD. Look at there. Look at Stellar go. And we do have our resistance so we can get. We've been up here before, folks. So watch out for that 0.3961, and if we can break through that pivot high at the 0.41, we may see some price action in our favor if you are long biased. Support at the 0.3734. RSI overbought for the relative strength indicator. Moving on to Vechain, VET/USD. Chugging away up here as well, so we have our support level still holding. We can just tweak that just a wee bit. So 0.14828 support, resistance 0.1521. Not quite overbought yet, but we are getting close. Moving on to FIL/USD. As the title card indicated, FIL is going for a run here. It's turn to shine. So let's pop over into the daily and see what we got up here in this price range. Looking left, so we are back into the, what was this, May of 21's highs. Getting resistance off of that 106.38, or 348, I should say. We'll pop back in. There's a support level. 92.152 is support. Look at this RSI is insanely overbought, so we'll be keeping an eye on that. For FIL, CROUSD, that's crypto.com token. Hitting resistance up here. Is this the all-time high? Nope, it is not. Thought it was getting close. So resistance up at the 0.1831 and support at the 1712, 0.1712. RSI overbought city. On to the SHIB, SHIB USDT. It's down 1.07%. Just can't get no satisfaction with SHIB lately. So we're looking at support to hold 50731. Resistance still there. 50748. On to AMP, AMP USD. AMP very tight consolidation here. Be watching that one as well. It's up 2.41%. Support is at the 0.0552. Resistance 0.0571. Volume is a little under than most days, under the average. And we're having a look here at IOTA. Internet of Things, having a really good time at it today. And we did shoot all the way up into the twos. But you know, those paper hands folded like a lawn chair. Sold her back down. So we're going to need to come down and retest the 12 or the 26 so we can look for a pop off of that. And let's get that resistance level is going to be, when we climb back through, we got some sellers here at the 1.846 and support very close by 1.7622. Bringing your attention to basic attention coin. Let's pop over the daily, see where we're at. We're probably back in the May price range, and yes, we are. And there we go. So we got some wiggle room up here. Resistance all the way up to 1.146 and popping into the 4-hour time frame back at the support level. At 0.9261. In MRUSD, it's down 0.80% for today, so it hadn't had its time to shine yet. And we are looking, there we go. Sitting right on that 26-day moving average, support at the 46.790, resistance. And somebody is wanting to get out right there at the 48.096. On to Storj, STORJ, USD. New support level up there at the 1.714. Resistance remains at the 1.792. NUUSD up 2.44%. And looky there, resistance 0.3477. Support now. They're way up there, right there on that 12-day moving average at the 0.33149. On to some of these DeFi tokens, decentralized finance. We like it. Looking at support at the 29.053, resistance 29.457. RSI in good shape. And on to LINK USD. Chainlink. Pretty much unchanged up here from yesterday. We're still looking at 30.30 support and resistance. Actually could not get past that range right there. It's a 31.01. So that $31 mark, we're trying to take that out so we can get some more upside potential. Moving on to Aave, AAVE USD. It's up 4.55%. Resistance very clear at the 425.24. And got ourselves some support right there at the 406.467. On to GRT, the graph token. It's up 4.93%. Met resistance 2 goes at it to 1.03, so right on that $1 mark. And then we need some support up at the 0.9915. So trying to cling on to that $1. As we move on to comp, COMP, USD comp. Two big fat candles going up here. So we got up to resistance 519.758 and support. Let's see if we can find, there we go. We've been up here before, folks. At the 503.611. MKR USD, it's up 1.53%. And we do have support 3571.223 and resistance down there at the 3636.120. Moving on to MANA, MANA USDC. MANA down 0.5% for today, and we are looking up at resistance 1.064, support right in this 12-day moving average, up trending upward to 1.028. Heading over to NFT land, we'll start out here with Theta, THETA USD. And Theta is up 4.5% for today. Met resistance at the 8.1209. And support at the 7.801. RSI is starting to cool off. We did get overbought. And big, massive volume candle here selling. So keep that in mind. We may need to come down and retest this 12 or even the 26-day moving averages. Moving on to CHZ USD, going red to green as we stream this live today. We're at support at the 0.4147. And resistance is at the 0.4229. Looking here at audio. Audio up 1% for today. Basically unchanged as the voice cracks. You know what that means when the voice cracks. We are looking at support at the 2.788 and resistance now. We're starting to tighten up a little bit for our explosion at the 2.8787. Head on to ENJB USD. It's up 0.91%. Very tight range. You see we just running right along. This is cruising along that 50-day moving average. So we're looking at support at the $2 and resistance up at the 2.126. Wrapping up here with Harmony One, that is ONE USD. Up 3% for today. Meeting resistance at the 0.1311 and support now at the 0.1265. Let's pop over into the crypto market cap. We're checking out BTC.D here in TradingView. That is the indicator that tells you Bitcoin dominance as far as the market cap. As you can see, we're starting to round up a little bit. So folks are selling some BTC to buy some of these other tokens. So we'll cover that. So we're at 41.22. Ethereum is up to 21.02. Starting to stabilize for today. Cardano, as we anticipate, is starting to increase. It's up 0.35% to 4. Excuse me. And Doge is up 1.18% to 1.74. So we have a total crypto market cap continuing to increase as we get up to $2.29 trillion. Apna, how are you from India out there? Good to hear from you. Yeah, we did Filecoin, but let's run it down for you once more. FIL. Here we are. So Filecoin is up 10.12%, as I indicated here. RSI is overbought. So we could not get through resistance up at that 106.348. And support 92.152. So that's what you want to watch out for. If you're in this as a day trade, I'd keep a tight stop as RSI, the relative strength, is way overbought. Obviously, some kind of news going on. I have not seen anything come through so far today, but I appreciate your question. We'll look for for it to pull back to these either support or to one of these short-term moving averages, the 12 or the 26. Should we need to do so. Well, folks, that's going to do it for me. Thanks for stopping by. And hit that like, subscribe button before you run out of here. And I will see you tomorrow morning on the Crypto Morning Show. Hey there. Be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell.
Let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
I like that, y'all. I like that, y'all.